There's a wonderful statement that my teacher in India used to say to me. He said, "It makes no sense to worry about the things you have no control over, because if you have no control over them, it makes no sense to worry about them." And then he said, and it makes no sense to worry about the things that you do have control over, because if you have control over them, it makes no sense to worry about them. He said, and there goes everything that it's possible to worry about. You either have control or you don't. In either case, worry is a waste of your present moments. Yeah, and that's what the Serenity Prayer is really about. And grant me the wisdom to know the difference between the things I can control and the things I can't control. And for sure, you can't control anything that's already happened. You just can't control it. Yeah. Anything that you're using to think about what happened in the past, if it shouldn't have happened, I wish it wouldn't have, I was wrong, I was bad, I call that guilt. And the reason why guilt is a useless emotion is because it's just inconsiderate or inconvenient way of using up the present moment. If you use up the present moment to say, okay, I did this and I'm going to learn from it, I'm not going to do it again, that's not guilt. That's just called learning from the past. But if you're obsessed about it and worried about it and feeling sad about it, then you're just practicing, one of the most useless things that you can do, which is to feel guilty. Learn from it, but feeling guilty is a waste of the present moment, as is worrying about anything, really.
So what you are doing is deciding how you're going to use up the now moments of your life, like this one right now.
Yeah.
Now you can use the now moment that you have, which is the only moment that you have, to be consumed with how things are going to be in the future. But of course, when they do arrive, they're only going to arrive in the present moment. And in this present moment, you are with someone that you love and adore and have great fun with and enjoy and so on. And there's nothing about whether or not this person a year from now or 10 years from now or whatever is going to be the way he is now. You will deal with each present moment as they come along. But what we do, and this is a big part of Excuses Be Gone, it's like we live in a habituated way of being, which is always being consumed with what either happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future, and using up our present moments to, instead of just to enjoy them and to be here and to live now in this, we use them up being consumed with worry and guilt and fear and anxiety and stress and so on, and that's where it all comes from. And if you can get out of that place within your consciousness, within your thinking, and just say, if it's good now, that's all I'll ever get is now. And, and then you're free. You've just got a ticket to your total freedom. Because you can think all you want to about whether he's going to discover who the real Amy is and whether he's going to really like her, or whether this guy is just phony, or whether he's just coming on to me because he wants whatever it might be. You can fill your head with that and bypass all you get in the present is the present moment happiness. So it's really up to you. Just get into the now. Just stay in the present moment. And when another present moment comes along where, something that is similar to what happened in the past, you'll either learn from that thing or you'll just move along and you'll repeat it again and you'll, whatever it might be. But you have within you the capacity to be able to handle anything when it comes along, as long as you stay here. Stay now. Stay present. Don't be consumed with worry about what's going to happen. Just enjoy the moment that you have and enjoy this person who dearly loves you and cares about you and will be sent away by someone who is always neurotically being consumed about how things are going to be instead of how they are.
The real purpose of life is to enjoy it. And if you're not able to do that, you have to go to that insular Tahiti and go to that place of inner peace and joy. Generally, the best thing to do is what Lao Tzu recommends, which is to start living the virtues. Start taking the focus off of yourself, off of me, off of my relationships, off of what's working and not working, off of my job, off of how much money I'm making, off of what my parents think, or anything. Like all of that, like just take you out of the picture and suspend yourself. Let that ego part of you go, and instead reaching out and serving. Find yourself in a place where you can go out there and extend joy, extend peace, extend kindness someplace in some way to someone. I don't need to tell you how to do that, because that's really easy to do. You can turn around in the next 5 minutes after you hang up the phone and do it. Just reach out in love in some way, or find someone less fortunate than you, or donate $20 to something, or whatever it might be. And the minute that you start taking your focus off of yourself, you become more godlike. You get into that place where You're starting to understand this is what it means to be God realized. This is what Lao Tzu meant when he said be Tao centered. Act like God does. Act like the Source does. Act like the Tao does. And what does the Tao do? It's always serving. It's always giving. It's always concerned with abundance and providing and offering and sharing and loving, and it's all natural. It's all natural.